I think something that has always made Kina such an effective officer for Sundapt is the way she's gone above and beyond with the tasks that have been assigned to her as membership director. I think forever after this, we're gonna have something in Sundapt as part of our legacy called Pulling a Kina, which is when the membership director will message every single active member in Sun Devils Are Better Together and say, hey, we have this event coming up. It's at this time and in this place. Can you be there? Because Kina has done that so many times this year, and really it's invaluable to us, the rest of the e-board. This is something that needs to get done and it takes a lot of time, but she would always do it without complaining. And she would go above and beyond too, like every time she would post a happy birthday message to someone in the Sundapt Facebook group, a lot of times I didn't even know it was that person's birthday until I saw Kina post it, and we never asked her to do that. It's something she just took upon herself as membership director, and I think it really sets a standard for future years for officers to feel encouraged to just do things for the betterment of the group without having to be asked or told to do it. One of the best things about having Kina on eBoard is the energy and the enthusiasm she would bring to every eBoard meeting, every general membership meeting, every event that she attended. Is really just infectious, you know, the way she could really just have such an uplifting presence. And sometimes she's like a child with her energy and her enthusiasm, but really like it's made her like a little sister to me, honestly. I think we've built a relationship that transcends just Sundapt. Jared had almost no time at all as a general member and just went from not being involved to being on the e-board. But he really did such an amazing job just because of his consistency. As far as I remember, Jared never missed an e-board meeting. He rarely, if ever, missed general meetings either. I mean, I really think he was there for every single meeting, e-board and general membership, and he attended most of the events too. And the thing is, he's always been pretty humble about his leadership role too, and he forms such genuine connections with everyone in Sundapt. And so many people have told me that he's so easy to talk to. I think a lot of people have really looked up to Jared as somebody that, you know, that they can identify with. And that's really important in it as a leader in any group. Jared's job is not really anyone's favorite job as the finance director. You know, he had to do a lot of paperwork and he had to be on top of our budgets, but he really did a great job. And also with fundraising, I mean, the whole Zero Waste initiative was something that Jared took care of, and because of that, our group had $500 extra during a semester when our appropriations were cut by USG. One thing a lot of people don't know about Elizabeth is that during the summer of 2015, before this school year started, Elizabeth and I were meeting 3 or 4 times a week, every week that summer, to work on Sundapt stuff, to make sure that when we kicked off the fall 2015 semester that everything would run smoothly, that we would be able to start right away the first week of classes with canvassing and with tabling and with some events lined up, and with our budding partnerships with Arizona Faith Network and United Religions Initiative. And she was so dedicated and willing to put in so much time and effort. And I think a lot of people never got to see that because it was before so many people joined, but she really deserves the credit for everything she did for us. I think everybody knows that Rachel has put in a lot of time and energy. It's pretty obvious to anyone involved in Sundapt at any level. I don't want to say too much about Rachel because she's got a whole nother year ahead of her, but let's just say that nothing we do would be possible without the commitment that Rachel has and her work ethic, which honestly, most of the time even exceeds my own work ethic. Like, Rachel works harder than I do, is more organized than I am. Really in so many ways, She is everything I'm not but should be. And everywhere that I have weaknesses, she has strengths, which is why I'm really hoping with us as president and VP, we could be heading towards our best year yet. Aspen's been such a leader, not only for the interfaith movement, but also for her own community with the pagans, because she owns it and wears it so proudly and is so confident and comfortable with it that I think other pagans are now coming out of the woodwork. And I think everyone, pagan or otherwise, looks up to Aspen as a leader and a role model. Even I do myself, and I'm not pagan. Aspen's definitely been around longer than anyone else on the e-board right now. Her first meeting was in the fall of 2014. Aspen was the first other person, along with Elizabeth, who was ever on the e-board with me as an equal. There were several semesters before that where I had other officers, but I really did all the work and I couldn't rely on anybody else to help. And then suddenly with Aspen as my, right-hand lady, it wasn't even just having someone to rely on, it was having a co-leader. It was having somebody else tell me, sometimes your idea is not good, and sometimes let's do this instead, and sometimes I can make a website and I can't do that. So I think forever after this, Sundapt is going to be indebted to Aspen as somebody who helped us become who we are today and who we're going to be in the future.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes.
Once upon a time, there was a rabbit. You are the worst director of all time. Just laughing, strolling.
How did you move to okay, so you
I love my e-board. Just take the parts you need, Rachel Macias. Swans. Who this monkey on the cupcake? Yeah, she just joined, I guess. What? Aliens.